Alright, what is up guys? This is my very first Dark Souls PvP with commentary video. I have a nice drink with me here, and the air conditioning is on in the background, so I hope you don't mind. So let's get started. I'm rocking the PvP Pyromancer build. I like to call this the classic Pyro, because basically I'm rocking the, oh yeah, and that was an amazing start. I'm rocking the starting Pyromancer gear plus the Giant's gauntlets and Giant's leggings for the extra poise, because there's no way I'm running around Dark Souls PvP with 0 poise. My outfit would have to look damn cool for me to run around with 0 poise. So, here we see, I'm just fighting this guy. My gear so far, I have the Bandit's Knife, the Fire Bandit's Knife, because my focus for this class was fire. You know, because it's my Pyro, I wanted it to look cool, I wanted it to be fire related. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm rocking the Fire Bandit's Knife plus 6, and also with the Crest Shield, and in the offhand, actually as a primary, I have the, hand axe, the starting weapon for the Pyromancer, because that weapon is actually surprisingly good once you upgrade it. So that's also lightning plus 3 or something. So we're getting a little 2v1 here. I invaded this match, and this guy here is rocking the pretty much Havel cosplay. You know, he's got full Havels plus the Dragon Tooth. This guy's kind of a dick, honestly. I mean, full Havel, Dragon Tooth, and he's flipping around with the Darkwood Grain Ring. So, you know, he's got tons of endurance. I mean, this guy has probably about 50 endurance, because there's no way, good, the air conditioning just shut off. There's no way that this guy is able to do this stuff, run around as he is, without at least 45 endurance. Because he's wearing full Havel. So yeah, I'm just trying to, I don't know, my thought process was, like, every time someone goes up those stairs and corners themselves, I like to use either Toxic Mist or try and catch them with a Chaos Fireball. You know, maybe get them with the AoE. But, you know, there we go for the backstab. I completely failed that one. And we ended up backstabbing each other at the same exact time, and no damage was done because of the lag. That happens quite a lot. And later on in the matches, we see some extreme lag. The most lag I've ever seen in any Dark Souls video ever. So, look forward to that. Right there, I got the backstab. I went up for the lag stab. And I decided it would be a good idea to do my little facepalm there, because this guy's pretty much just a douche. Just tanking around, just flipping all over the place. So, yeah, he got what he deserved there. So here we are in another match. I don't even know. Oh, this is a match where I forgot to switch to the Hornet Ring beforehand. So I had to do that quickly. I think that only happened about twice where I forgot. So who is this guy? I don't even... the view that the screen that I'm looking at this video on at the same time while recording this is really small. It's like a 320 by 240 size screen, and it's really tiny. But, let me see. Oh, this guy. He's one of the... I was not prepared for this guy. Okay? Because he had a scythe. He had the great scythe, and I was not prepared to fight this build. Like, his build. He's got the Dark Hand, which is actually pretty interesting. I haven't seen anyone use it in PvP. But there I am trying to catch him with the AoE of the Great Chaos Fireball. But, yeah. I suck against guys with long range, and I just knocked the crap out of my mic. Okay. That was not good. But yeah, against guys who have long range, I just suck. That's the best counter to this build that I'm rocking right now. That's the best counter, is range. You know, I get wrecked if the guy has a spear, or like a Black Knight Great Axe, or the scythe, because I don't know how to counter those things. And maybe it's not that I don't know how, it's just that I'm bad at it. And then, of course, you get the classic, you know, me dying as soon as someone else invades to help me. So, here we are. Another match. I don't think I invade too many of the same people. I know the match is over at this point, by the way, guys. Spoiler alert, but that guy's rocking a Black Knight Great Axe. He's got a Dragon's Tooth. what you saw me do right there is when I go for a backstab and his partner, the Phantom or whoever, is waiting behind me to backstab me when I'm done, what I do is I actually roll behind that person. So I just roll straight backwards, and it actually goes behind that person. And I actually one time got like a triple backstab on with 2 people just by doing that method of rolling backwards when they're waiting to backstab me. And I actually got to backstab them. So yeah, I mean that's a really good strategy for you guys if you have trouble getting away from people when they're, I don't know, waiting for you after the backstab animation. It's just something you could try that really works for me. I couldn't capitalize on it there. So my Phantom gets vanished, and well, my buddy gets vanished, and he goes. Basically, it's a 2v1. I know the match is over at this point. I mean, this guy's got a Black Knight Great Axe, and the other guy's a dragon. Got a Dragon Tooth. They're both poise tanks, so there's no chance of stun locking them at all. And basically, I figured that the only thing I could possibly do is try and get backstabs. But as you see there, that just got me killed, and he finds it absolutely necessary to do a taunt because he's an awesome person. So yeah, I mean, this is kind of the stuff you expect in the Darkroot Forest when you're PvPing there. This is my favorite place to PvP just because of how easy it is to get into matches. But, it's very quick. I never have to wait for more than a minute or two, and this guy's actually using the Lightning Spear. I believe this guy's got the Solaire armor. It looks like he's got the Sunlight Shield. Yeah, he definitely has the Sunlight Shield. So this dude's a Sunbro, but I can't tell from here if he has the full armor set. But, oh yeah, and he did the jump attack, and I was able to capitalize off that. It's kind of a bad move on his part. And then this guy comes in and basically raffle stomps me. It's because he was able to catch me with the back of his weapon. I got stuck behind him, and the arc of his weapon kind of caught me. It's annoying. I hate when that stuff happens. But yeah, that's how it goes. And that guy had a Demon's Great Machete, which is a weapon I don't often see in PvP, so I kind of applaud him for using that. So I see this guy comes up and taunts, not taunts, he bows respectively, so I do the same. And then I decide to put away the dagger, so it's not like I'm just gonna try and fish for backstabs the whole match. Try and make myself not look like a douche. Because he did take the time to bow, so I figured I'd just pull out the hand axe and do something a little bit more honorable. So basically I'm just playing, the old in and out game, just go in, take a swing, and then leave, and just get the hell out of there. That's pretty much my strategy with this guy. I see he's got Wrath of Gods. He's obviously a Faith build. I believe he's actually using the Sanctus, which is a shield that I don't often see in PvP. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. That's notable. There's a lot of rare stuff that we get to see in these string of matches here. That just weapons that aren't commonly used or that you don't often see. And right there, I got the lag stab, and I'm trying to get a combo, a chain backstab, but I don't know. I haven't mastered doing chain backstabs with the Hornet Ring. It's harder because they land and get up in different positions. And right there, he did the heavy attack on the Zweihander, and I was basically able to run around when he was open. That's kind of why I don't want. That's why I don't use the Zweihander in PvP, just because that R2 leaves you so available for just backstabs. I mean, you're wide open. But anyway, back to what I was saying with the forest. The forest, it's, you get a lot of 2v1s, people just ganging up on the forest hunters, just sitting around waiting to be invaded with the Phantom. As you can see right here, 2v1, and my Phantom just got vanished as soon as I came over. And this guy's got a Shotel, and as you see, this guy's got a spear, and basically watch how, and he's also dual wielding with, I believe that's the Moonlight Greatsword. So he's playing a very, very generic intelligence build, but it's actually a very effective one. And as you can see how bad I do against spear users, and the guy with the Shotel basically comes up and stomps me from behind. The Shotel is also a weapon I don't see very often. But yeah, Lots of weapons in here that you don't see often, like the Demon's Great Machete earlier, the Sanctus, all that. I think later on you get to see a, well, I won't spoil it because it's actually, oh, here it is. I think this is the match, actually. So watch this guy. So I'm thinking, alright, this is going to be a good 2v1. I'm going to get in here behind him with Great Combustion. You know, I do have my knife out. I try to be a little sneaky there with Toxic Mist, and I throw some fireballs that I know are not going to hit him. Like right here. Oh, balls. Right here, I'm about to throw a fireball, yeah. Right there. And I knew I wasn't going to hit him with that, so sometimes I just throw fireballs just to do it. And there I am going for the lag stab, but he rolled out of it. And I pull out the hand axe because I'm getting bored of fishing for backstabs. So I figured I could try and chip him down. Maybe that'd be effective. I can't really tell what weapon he has. I know he has, well, I won't spoil it yet, but, you know, he's got, looks like a claymore. Could be. I can't really tell from here. Now, there you see it. Dragon Slayer Great Bow, and he actually nailed me with it. I've never seen anyone try and use a Dragon Slayer Great Bow in Forest PvP before. And I applaud this guy for even trying. And I should have taken more advantage of it, that he was doing this. I mean, I could have gotten a better backstab than this one, because that did no damage for some reason, which is really disappointing. And here I am trying to be overly, like, you know, I got his health down, and this is something I do too often. I just try and I become overly aggressive, really. I mean, as you see here, I severely cripple him, and then I whip out the hand axe in a second, I believe. And if not, I do it in another, yeah, here it comes. This is basically what gets me killed is, you know, I get too antsy. I decide to just rush in with the hand axe and try and finish him off, and yeah, that's basically what I didn't want to happen there, is he just flasked. So I got a Moonlight Greatsword guy in here, and spoiler alert, I do not win this match, and it's because I get overly aggressive, try and go for too many backstabs. That's the danger with going for backstabs, is just, you know, you always have the option, the possibility of being backstabbed yourself. So right there I actually got the stab on him, and I try to nail him with Combustion, but he rolls out of it. But due to the lag, it still looks like he actually took damage, but he didn't. And right there, I become too aggressive, and I fail the backstab, and he gets me. And I was not happy about that one. So yeah, you're going to see that a lot, especially in the later matches, where I just become overly aggressive, and I think I kind of overestimate, whoa, okay, yeah, this match was really laggy. This is one of the matches where I had no idea. I mean, I'll go back to what I was saying in a minute, but I have to talk about this. I mean, this match, I had no idea what was going on. There were people all over the place. As you can see, that guy's in there, so I tried to use Toxic Mist, and he just walks through it. And there you can see I get teleported to him, and I think that happens even worse later on. Watch this. This is some of the lag I was talking about. You can see I'm over here, and boom, right there. Teleported to him into a backstab. Like, that was the worst Dark Souls lag I've ever seen in my life. Like, that is the worst. That is the absolute worst. I've never seen anything like that, where I literally got teleported to him. I mean, that was crazy lag. Crazy, crazy lag. But you know what? When you play Dark Souls, that's what you got to deal with for PvP. It's what you got to deal with. So this guy's a pretty cool build. He's got the spider shield. Oh, I believe I invaded this guy already earlier. He's got the spider shield and a katana. And then this guy over here, I don't know, he's got the Zweihander, it looks like. I don't know why. He's throwing R2s around like he thinks he can hit me with them. So I backstab him. He goes down. And then I get teleported once again. And this is actually something that caused me to quit the server and try and load up again. As you see, I'm kind of pissed about that. I was not happy. Just to say, I was not happy about that. So I actually quit the server, and there was a time for about 5 minutes where I actually could not join a game. It just dropped the match every single time. And I couldn't invade. So right here, I think I'm trying to switch to the Hornet Ring or something, because I think I forgot. Oh, balls, I knocked the hell out of my mic just there. Gotta stop doing that. But anyway, yeah, I forgot to switch to the Hornet Ring, so I just did that as quick as I could. This guy's got a katana, of course. This might be the same guy from the last match, I'm not sure. But yeah, I think it is, because he's got the spider shield and that katana. Looks like the washing pole. Here I go with the hand axe once again, trying to be overly aggressive, but I actually managed to land a hit or two on him. And once again, the incredible lag causes me to get teleported to him and into a backstab. And you can probably tell that I am not happy. So, yeah. Got some incredible displays of lag. And that's actually Shiva right there. I thought that was a person trying to be sneaky. Oh, and here's another match where the session gets dropped. I didn't edit these out just because, you know, I figured it gives it a more real feel of how this Dark Souls PvP actually goes. And I think this match actually gets dropped as well. No, actually it doesn't. But anyway, we can see this guy. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I just keep knocking the mess out of my freaking headset. I gotta stop doing that. And I will, believe me. But anyway, this guy's got a Grass Crest shield for two-handing his weapon for the stamina regen. And this guy's pretty much just a douchebag, and I knew the gloves were off as soon as I saw this guy. And that's why I'm using the dagger and trying to fish for backstabs. Because he's using Giant's Armor, Mask of the Father, or Mask of someone. You know, he's using a family mask. You know, and, you know, what is it? Claymore. I mean, this is pretty much the new build. This is the definitive new build. I mean, in a nutshell, I mean, he's got, you know, Giant's Armor, Family Mask, Claymore. Doesn't get any more typical than that. And then you can see my partner over here trying to throw Crystal Soul Spears at him. It's not gonna happen. So I just go ahead and land a backstab to make up for the slack of the other guy. And of course, he just rolls around throwing Crystal Soul Spears. Those might be regular Soul Spears, I'm not quite sure. I'm not too familiar with the with all of the sorceries, because I've only been playing my sorcerer build for a little while. It's not ready for PvP yet, so basically this is me trying to chase him down. Oh, this is an interesting thing that happens here. It's kind of a mistake on my part. So, I don't know if he actually meant to pop a humanity right there, but, you know, I tried to get him with Toxic Mist when I should have went for the backstab, and there I was thinking I could have done a plunging attack on him, but couldn't jump over. So here I'm just throwing fireballs from up above, see if I can get a few cheap shots on him. And that was not going to happen. So, just to save you guys a few minutes, spoiler alert, this match does not really end so well for me. He actually manages to kill us both, which is not something I'm proud of. But this guy is basically a douche, and, you know, he's using the cookie cutter build, and this is the hit, actually, that makes me lose the match right now. Like, that injures me, and I refuse to pop a humanity on this class because I only have 3. So, you know, I only have 3 humanity left on my Pyro. So, I refuse to use humanity unless there's a match that I absolutely must win. And here you can see, you know, that my partner here just using homing Crystal Soul Mass at him, using that over and over. He's not gonna hit him with it. You know, he's obviously not gonna hit him with it. He's just gonna dodge out of the way every time. So I really don't know why this guy doesn't actually just go in there and actually try and do something, as opposed to using spells that are obviously not going to hit him. No, I'm sorry, he actually hit him there. Or was that me? I wasn't paying attention to that section. But, you know, he actually took a little damage there. Basically, my partner becomes useless about now. Basically, he runs out of magic. I think this is, at least this is what I think happens. He runs out of magic, and he basically just plays keep away until he eventually gets backstabbed right about now, trying to heal. Terrible place to heal, by the way. So I try and distract him, you know, to keep him from owning this guy in the face. So he runs off. And as you'll see in a second, he goes for another heal. Not a good idea, so he gets backstabbed once again. So I try and backstab him, and somehow he walks around me and backstabs me. However, does no damage, and I'm about to sneeze. No, I'm not. Okay. So my partner goes down because of him being really stupid, and me being overly aggressive causes him to just walk behind me and get the backstab. And then he feels it's absolutely necessary to do a taunt. I'm sure he feels awesome about himself, wearing the giant's armor and the mask of who gives a damn, because he's awesome like that. So here we go. This is another unique thing I haven't seen before. A guy using a heavy crossbow. I'm not entirely certain this guy was trying to PvP or whether he was just trying to use the crossbow against Sif. And there I was standing perfectly still, like an idiot, even though I knew he had a crossbow. I wasn't really thinking there, and I got shot. But yeah, he's rocking the crossbow in one hand, and it looks like the claymore of the Zweihander. And then he pulls out the spear, so I basically know the match is over at this point. The demon spear is, among the spears, the demon spear and the dragon slayer spear are the ones that I really struggle against. However, the moonlight horn is also pretty hard to counter, for me at least. I just suck against guys with range. That is the ultimate counter to my build, is range. Ranged weapons. That is the way to counter my build. And it seemed like a lot of people were using that strategy of ranged weapons. So, not a lot of luck today. So, of these matches, I'd say I lost probably 40% of them. Either from just stupid mistakes like what you're seeing right here, just me being overly aggressive, or just lag in general. There were like 3 matches you saw where I lost only because of lag. Like, I don't usually blame things on lag. I mean, I say I mean a lot, don't I? But whatever. I usually blame things on lag, and there I go, of course, being stupid and over-aggressive. I don't usually blame things on lag because, it's not usually because of lag. Oh, and he actually kills him right there, so I was kind of happy about that. But, yeah, I don't usually blame things on lag, but those 3 matches you saw, those were entirely lag. I mean, there's nothing to do. I mean, I was across the room. And I got freaking teleported to him into a backstab. Like, there's nothing to do about that. There's nothing I could have done. No amount of skill. That was entirely lag. So this was actually probably one of my favorite fights. This guy was just a really good fight. This was a good fight because, we bowed at the beginning. So this guy's nice. He bows at the end. Oh, that was kind of a spoiler, wasn't it? But yeah, he's not being a douche or anything. He's not wearing full giants. He's actually wearing, I believe that might be some sort of skirt. I can't tell. I think he's got the Silver Knight shield. That's what it looks like from here. And here I am trying to... Oh, that was actually a really good backstab. I rolled behind him. I didn't even intend to do that. It's just how it ended up being. But that was pretty good. He is using the claymore, I think. That might be the claymore. I get the backstab and I become extremely aggressive. And he actually gets the parry, even though it looks like I escaped it. And of course, he had to be wearing the Hornet's ring. So I did not manage to get away from that. I think that's actually the Black Knight shield. And then he takes a nice bow. That was actually a close fight. If you didn't see, his health was only probably about 10%, so it was close. Basically, I lost that one just because I was being too aggressive. So that's something I need to counter. I need to work on as a player, is just work on being not so aggressive. And here I am just getting raffle stomped against 2 poise tanks. One having a Black Knight Great Axe, of course. So yeah, that's the forest for you in a nutshell. Just getting raffled by poise tanks with huge weapons. And 2v1'd. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. I'm getting chills for some reason. So yeah, I see that there's this guy up ahead has a spear, so I do the facepalm because I'm like, I know this match is over. And then I realize that there's actually 2 guys, so we got the freaking Katana brothers here. This guy actually pulls out the goofy-ass halberd. I don't know why he would do that. But yeah, they both have katanas, so it's not going to be so easy. It's not easy to counter 2 guys with katanas. But, yeah, as you see here, I'm just trying to keep away from them. maybe go in, get a hit, maybe a backstab. This guy knows exactly what I'm doing. Right there, he knew exactly what I was going to do because I telegraphed it. Basically, he was running at me, and I stopped running backwards, and I just ran straight at him. I had the dagger out and everything, so he knew. So he got the parry because it was completely predictable what I was about to do. So, I think this is the match that I was mentioning earlier that it got... No, maybe not. Oh, yep, another facepalm because I see this 2v1. Oh, and then the session. Oh, this is actually the one I was talking about. The session got dropped. And it's weird because I see this guy here. He's a red invader. So I guess I try and attack him, which is not usually what I do. I just kind of messed up. He uses the sunlight blade, and I actually take one hit from it. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but then the session gets dropped. So that's not really it wasn't really a good night as far as connection, and then I spawn into a match and get another error message. So apparently someone invades and gets summoned at the exact same time. So you see a bit of a double message there. So this guy uses the Dark Moon Blade. Not the Dark Moon Blade. He enchants his Dragon Tooth, I believe that is, with the Sunlight Blade. Or it looks like the Sunlight Blade. It might not be. It's got a bit too much fire. I don't know. It might not be the Sunlight Blade. I'm not sure exactly what all the weapon buffs are. But, yeah, this guy does ridiculous amounts of health. I probably have about 5 HP right now. And he's trying to finish me with a bow, which is, you know, an expected thing to do. He's got nice fire arrows. That's not something I usually see. Oh, and if you notice, I've actually switched over to the Grasscrest Shield with the Gravelord's Sword. So I've actually tried to do that. I'm trying desperately to, you know, pull something out of this match, but I don't, you know. This guy's trying to finish me with Wrath of the Gods, and I think eventually I just get poked. And, yeah, this guy just pokes me with the katana. It's not the best way to go, but it happens. Especially when you only have, like, 5 HP. So, 27 at it. This might be the final match. So I facepalm because I see that there's 2 guys. Yet again. So we're going for another bit of 2v1 action. So, once again, I'm using the Gravelord's Sword. And take note of this guy who I'm fighting against right now. He's got really low poise. He's got the Crest Shield. And he has really low poise. So this weapon is actually ideal for him. Because I can stun lock him pretty damn well. As you'll see. I don't know when I actually land a hit on him, but when I do, it does stun him for a decent amount of time, and it actually does a decent amount of damage to him. So right there I get the nice backstab, lag stab on the on the Phantom, and I roll behind this guy to try and get a backstab on him. He heals, so I do a running attack and knock the crap out of him, basically nullifying his heal. And as you see, the second match that I decide to use the Gravelord's Sword, the Phantom I invade here. This guy is using also the Gravelord's Sword. Oh, and right there I backflip because I had a really good feeling that the guy was trying to sneak up behind me, and he was. So I'm just letting him waste all his Wrath of Gods. I'm trying to, like, get real close to him and then back away quickly, just to get him to waste his last Wrath. And right there I catch him on the backstab, and he goes down for a target destroyed, and I do a nice little taunt because I managed to pull that one out, and it was 2v1. So anyway, guys, I thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this first commentary and expect more in the future.